On March the 17th, 1948, the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club was officially formed after several smaller groups decided to merge together amidst a biker feud. Whilst the origins of why the Hells Angels formed among other motorcycle clubs varies wildly, what we do know is that these clubs stand for brotherhood, honor, family, and respect. Some of the appealing aspects of joining an MC is the freedom it brings, but more importantly, the act of rebellion. It's widely accepted that bikers are a rebellious group, hence why they're known as the 1%ers. They refuse to fit into modern society, they refuse to live by the laws of the land, and they ride free. The aspect of being outside of society is something that metal fans and some subsets of rock fans experienced by force. It isn't something they chose to adopt. It was a consequence of looking different, not looking like the average person, and also listening to music that in the 70s was deemed to be the devil's music. So early on, metal and rock communities built an unofficial affiliation with the biker lifestyle to an extent. But where does the Iron Cross fit into this? Well, it's simple. In the 60s, maybe even earlier, many biker groups started to adopt the Iron Cross as part of their symbolism, and the main reason was to add a sort of shock factor to their image. After all, if the public were going to look down on them anyway, why not go all out and try to piss them off as much as you possibly could? It was a way of saying, I don't care what you think of me, I live the way I want to live. And of course, some bikers wanted to strike fear into people, so what better way than to wear the symbol of an evil power from World War II? The Iron Cross just naturally found its way into the metal community over time. With the music sounding aggressive, it made sense for the bands to look aggressive, and what better way to do that than to mimic the style of outlaw bikers? And it worked. Many bands over the years have donned an Iron Cross, most famously Lemmy of Motorhead, and even James Hetfield from Metallica has one on a guitar that he uses live. So does the Iron Cross represent any sort of racism as well? The common misconception about this symbol is that it was invented by Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party, and that the symbol is an outright racist one, which simply isn't the case. The first Iron Cross was issued well before this time, in March 1813, by King Frederick William III of Prussia, now modern-day Germany. It was awarded to soldiers during the wars of liberation against Napoleon for bravery, amongst other reasons. It had absolutely nothing to do with racism at all. This is also why motorcycle clubs started to use the symbol, as it represented honor and respect amongst members, and to piss off the general public, which it still does to this very day. So the next time you see a metal fan or a rock fan wearing an Iron Cross as a necklace, a ring, or on a t-shirt, don't be so quick to judge. Of course, like all symbols, they can be affiliated with groups that are indeed racist, but when it comes to the rock and metal community, this guy is usually the reason why the Iron Cross is being proudly worn, not because of this asshole. It's the same reason I proudly wear mine. Lemmy was and still is an iconic figure, and I would argue that he brought the Iron Cross imagery into the mainstream when it comes to music. And if you know Lemmy like I do, you sure as hell know he wasn't racist by any stretch of the imagination.